get out of here. I'd love to stay and play, but we're on a bit of a tight time schedule. Time now, 9:25 a.m. in the morning. Let's get out of here. We got stuff to do. So, let's continue the boatery, shall we? Hey, guess who? As you can see, I got the camera attached to my head. I mean, that should have been obvious anyway, but now you really have confirmation for yourself. Oh, by the way, if it wasn't obvious already, you obviously can't go skiing now. There's no snow. It's August. Now, normally, during the summer months, that ski area is actually a water park. No. Actually, I think I'm confusing that with a different one. You know what? I believe I'm confusing that with a different one. Yes, I'm most definitely confusing that with a different one. I'm thinking of Camelback Mountain, not Shawnee Mountain. Although, Shawnee Mountain, you can also go snow tubing as well. So that's always fun. Like I said, they are not sponsoring me in any way, so I don't gain anything by mentioning this, but also Google Maps indicates that right now they are temporarily closed, so it's not like this would really help them anyway. I just happened to go by here. I will say though, this is probably the longest travel time it's taken for me to get from the state line to Shawnee Mountain. Normally it goes by a lot quicker, although to be fair, normally you're driving at like, what, 40, 50 miles an hour? I don't know what the speed limit actually is because this was before my time of actually knowing these things. Because I never actually drove there. In fact, let me think. We've gone skiing at Shawnee Mountain, Camelback Mountain, Blue Mountain, all of which are in Pennsylvania, Hunter Mountain, which is in New York, and then Killington, which is in Vermont. Oh, and then Mountain Creek in New Jersey. Out of all of those, I have only personally driven to Killington and I think Hunter Mountain. Every other time was my dad driving. It's 2005. We went to Killington. Normally we go to Killington. We spend 3 days there. 2006 was when I had started driving. God, I'm so old. And in 2007 as well. What did we do in 2008? I think we didn't go to Killington then. I think the last time I went skiing was 2011. Haven't really had time since then because of school, and then back in January 2013 I got into a really bad accident when I got hit by a dump truck. My friend had made it out with no injuries, which is good. I was not so lucky, because as a result of that accident, I have permanent back injuries. And now it's just, my back's just getting worse and worse. I've been having, every time I go home, I go to the chiropractor. And actually, prior to the start of the trip, I didn't think I'd be able to go because of the timing. Well, I ended up getting back to the terminal on the night of the 3rd, and then on the 4th, because we left on the 6th, like way early in the morning. So on the 4th, I popped over to Jamie's house because we had to get some work done with Sandy. Prior to the start of the trip, we replaced the spark plugs. We replaced the air filter, which that in itself was a mess to try to deal with. It should not have been, but when Sandy has spent most of her life in that state off to my left, well, I mean, really, anywhere in this general area would have the same issue. You're dealing with snow. They salt the roads. So, yeah. Like literally when I moved down to Florida, well, I moved down to Florida in July of 2017, and then a month later I had gotten back to the terminal and tried to start Sandy up. She wouldn't start. What had happened was, I didn't think it was the battery, because it didn't seem like it'd be a battery issue. In fact, the battery had been disconnected the whole time, and it was a fairly new battery at that point in time, so I was convinced it was not a battery issue. In fact, I was pretty sure it was a starter issue. I was at the terminal, so I popped over to the shop and asked if they could think of any reason why a car would not start other than the battery. One of the dudes in the shop actually had a look, tried to jump Sandy. Didn't work. He was convinced it was a starter issue, which was what I suspected. And then Jamie happened to show up, and at that point he didn't know that I had moved down there. So he had a look. He was convinced it was a starter issue. So I had to get roadside assistance to come tow Sandy away in shame. He was initially thinking it was a battery issue, even though I had said it wasn't. Tried to jump her, she wouldn't start, so he was convinced it was a starter issue. And then we got towed over to the shop, and they had a look, and they confirmed that it was a starter issue. So they had to replace a starter, which wasn't cheap, but also I think the mechanics, when they looked at her, they were scared, because there's just so much rust from all that salt. That's not something they see down in Florida. In fact, the dude at the shop was like, "You must have came from up north." I was like, "Yep." And that was in August of 2017. 3 months later, Sandy had died again. And this time I was actually on my way home from Daytona Beach, and I was about to turn onto 95 when I got the VTM4 light coming on. So, having read the owner's manual, that would indicate there was something wrong with the four-wheel drive, even though I hadn't actually used the four-wheel drive. And the manual had stated to shut her down, start her up again, and see if it clears it. And if it doesn't, well, then you gotta go to the dealer. Seeing as I had not actually used the four-wheel drive, and I had no intent on doing so, I decided probably not the best idea to do that right then and there. I'll just get home and deal with it then. So I proceeded to drive home, pulled into the garage, shut her down, and then tried to start her up again. She wouldn't start. I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me." And then I looked underneath, and there was some greenish, brownish fluid underneath. So naturally I had to get Sandy towed away in shame again. And what had happened was a high pressure power steering line, or high pressure power steering line blew. And so power steering fluid had gone all over the place into the alternator, which would explain why my battery had completely died, because it obviously wasn't charging at that point, because the alternator was dead. And then the mechanics there had looked, the service writer, after all that was said and done, he was like, "Yeah, this car must have came from up north." I'm like, "Yep." So, trust me when I say that when they see all that rust, they get scared. So that was really what our issues were, was the fact that stuff was all rusted and corroded, that, like, I was struggling just to even get the bolts off to get to the air filter, which is why changing that air filter took way longer than it should have. Because I have changed it myself once before, and it definitely didn't take that long, so. Yeah, Jamie ended up completely disassembling the air filter system and physically removed the air filter box, just so we could get it open enough to pull the air filter out and get the new one in. So got that done. And then we ended up also getting an oil change. Just for the simple fact that I didn't really need one right then and there, but I knew that if I didn't do it, I was going to require it at some point during the trip, so not something I want to be dealing with. I mean, I'd have to do it when I got back, and yeah, well, might as well just get it done at that point, because I really don't like going that much over on an oil change, so. So, there's us. I don't even know what state I'm in. I think I'm in New Jersey still. Okay, I don't know how I got stuck, but I got stuck. I'll just deal with that later. Go. I should probably go to Pennsylvania, because if I go to New Jersey, I will probably get stuck, even though earlier I was getting stuck in Pennsylvania. It looks way the hell shallow over there, which is not good. I'm wondering if that used to be a bridge. Even though I don't know what road it would be, but kind of wondering how a tree actually got up there and up there. 'Cause I'm not sure how someone would get up there to do it. And even if someone could get up there to do it, like, would there be dirt up there? I don't even know how you'd get up there. Because that looks really fall-offable. Right. I'm trying to go to Pennsylvania and I'm still in New Jersey. Alright, I think we're in Pennsylvania now. I think. I could be wrong. I don't know if you can see inside the water. We are going at a somewhat decent speed. Now, hopefully we didn't get stuck. Well, this is going to be interesting. Hey. Alright, is it better for me to be in New Jersey right now or Pennsylvania? I'm gonna say... maybe New Jersey? Alright, well, there's Interstate 80 up there. You know, given the speed of the current, we may have actually been able to continue a little bit further because it's only 9:49 a.m. in the morning right now. So you may end up back your way earlier than expected. because Interstate 80 is right over there. What would happen if we went over there? Am I going to regret doing this? Oh yeah, I would regret doing it because it's shallow over there. I remember that now. I'd get stuck on the rocks. So we're not playing that game. Dude, your truck is really loud. I can hear it from all the way over here. Yeah, you can see it's quite shallow. We're going somewhat decent speed, at least though. Yeah. Okay, we're in Pennsylvania though. It's not where I wanted to be. I was looking at the rocks and I was looking at the trees, and the trees don't seem to be going very fast compared to the rocks. But then I look on the other side, yeah, we're going decent speed. And we're in Pennsylvania. Without paying the toll. Watch, there's going to be some kind of hidden toll booth somewhere that I'm not aware of. And they're going to stop me. Yeah, you need to pay up. The current's actually faster in New Jersey. Let's go back to New Jersey. Oh wait, I think we are in New Jersey already. That is a Kenworth T660. Hey! doing anything for us. So here's how I'm gonna do this. That looks like the freight line in Cascadia. In the distance. Not that I would pay it. Oh look, there's people walking along the bridge. They have to pay a toll to walk across the bridge. I don't think so. That's a fairly far walk though. Maybe? I don't know, I'll have to see. Guessing there's some kind of trail to get there, I'm guessing. Okay, so the speed limit is 50. Even though I'm sure many of these people are going way faster than that. On the other hand, I'm doing nowhere near close to that. That side to the exit's in half a mile, so I guess we have roughly that far to go. Somebody's biking up there. There's got to be a way to get up there. I just don't know how. I will figure it out though. Yeah, we got time, I guess. We got a lot of time actually. We got here way sooner than I expected to. Trying to figure out where the boat ramp actually is. is this boat ramp. That is a corporate jet. Don't ask me what it is because I have no idea. I only know commercial. Anything outside of commercial aviation is beyond the scope of my knowledge. The boat ramp is over there, but that's just a guess, mind you. I could be wrong. Nope, I think this is it. No. I don't remember the stairs. No, not this one, the next one. Okay, this is the one I want. Well, that is the end of the Boatery. Boatery, is that even the word? Oh look, we literally started right there. So we're literally right back where we started. Boatery may be over, but let the scootery begin. Scootery, is that even a word? Okay, well, we're literally at the state line. Welcome to Pennsylvania. Welcome to New Jersey. Okay, let's go back to Pennsylvania. Okay, people, you guys are in the express S-Pass lane. How in blue blazes are you going that slow? You're not supposed to stop. Just keep moving. Thank you. Idiots out on the road. You know, people always said you can't be in two places at once. Well, I kind of am. I'm in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. So is my scooter. So, take that. hammered at 20 miles an hour. Get going. I actually thought about coming over to this bridge, but that wouldn't have really worked out very well because of the tight time schedule we have today. And also, why are we in the left lane going that slow? Anyway, the other issue would have been current flow. Because if I came down here, there's no guarantee I would have been able to make it back. I'd be going upstream trying to come back, so don't really want to do that. Let's go grab some lunch. I'm getting quite hungry. Not stopping. Not stopping. Alright, so we had a bit of a slight change in plans because Cracker Barrel had an 80-minute wait and we just don't have time to sit there for 80 minutes. So here we are at Buffalo Wild Wings. This is what I got. This is Joe's food. This is Joe.
Hello.
We are currently around the Rockaway Mall in Rockaway, New Jersey. Joe's been my best friend since 2003, so come September so next month it'll be 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how he's managed to put up with me for 18 years, but yeah.
Well, you're an awesome friend, Kevin.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I think you're giving me too much credit here. But, you know, we're gonna eat this because he's got very limited time. He's got to go to work right after this, so.
Sorry if I'm late, Nick.
Well, here we are at Jose Tejas for dinner. And normally I would get the burger. Unfortunately, that's been deleted off the menu, so I got this chicken thing, and then Taylor's got that. So we're having dinner with Taylor tonight. She's been my best friend since, one of my best friends since 2006. So the last time I saw her was in 2016 for her wedding. So yep, we're just gonna eat this up and yeah.